Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing an important announcement from Will Stuart, who is one of the largest holders of MMTLP, so stay tuned for details of that conversation. I'm also going to be looking at a review of the weekly watch list. So before we get started, let's have a quick look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from Yahoo Finance, which I think is quite positive, how attitudes towards the economy have shifted in 3 major ways. So there is a case now, previously, should we say, a case for economic recession is now looking as though it may be weak. So we're now going to quickly focus on 3 reasons why a recession may not happen. So number 1, the Fed has become less hawkish. So we know inflation has been coming down quite significantly, and better than expected figures were announced last week, and the Fed did not increase interest rates. So that was the first good news. The economy has become less likely to now go into recession, and obviously many analysts were predicting this, but it now looks as though basically jobs growth is happening, consumer spending is still strong, and obviously interest rates did not go up, and hopefully inflation remains on a downwards trend. And the third reason is the stock market is not doomed to crater. So basically there have been a lot of predictions, but what we have seen from January this year, we have seen a strong bull market in many of the S&P 500 stocks. We've also seen positive earnings in many of the stocks, and also we have seen all-time highs. So before we get started, there was some other developments in an important lunch, and that was a lunch between Elon Musk and Bernard Arnault, the 2 richest men in the world. So the key question is, who actually paid for lunch? Let's have a look at the post from Tony Twits, and what he stated here is, Will Stuart has informed me and given permission to tell everyone that he is directly registering his shares, 17 million approximately, with AST. So I can confirm that I have also had a conversation with Will, and I have made some notes which I'm going to be sharing with you shortly with regards to reasons why he is doing this. But before we do that, let's have a look at some reactions. So first reaction from Bradley, who stated, whales boiling to AST, William is fed up. He and many of the whale friends are transferring millions of shares to AST. TDA is having a big problem, has not yet done it yet. Stay tuned. That's his honest opinion. The very best way to force trading is to get shares. Crisis at TDA. And the other response from JR I'd like to share, he stated here, AST needs to become a custodian for the purposes of IRA and Roth accounts. So again, very important point there. So I can share that I did speak to William earlier today, and what I'm now going to do is cover some of the key points that were talked about in the conversation. So first of all, from William's point of view, he believes the stock is not going to trade in the classic sense. I also agree that actual MMTLP is not going to trade. If there is any trading, it will potentially be another symbol, but definitely not MMTLP. That MMTLP has long gone. So he also has no faith in FINRA, like all of us, and he wants to move on. And William has also stated that all of his friends have been told, who invested in MTLP, to do the same. So obviously everybody makes their own decision. He's also shared with me information with regard to Schwab. He believes they are refusing to move to AST and they are locking in. So if anybody is with Schwab, maybe you can confirm that, and let's see if that is consistent with everybody else. With regard to TDA, he said that they will move shares to AST, and he's also confirmed that there is not going to be a fee for this. And he also believes that brokers are likely to have more shares than commitments. I think we all know that, and that is why many brokers will be stalling. Again, what we need to do now in terms of one of the reasons why William is doing this is potentially put pressure on the brokers, because I think I do agree that brokers have significant liability in what has happened, and I think the pressure has probably been too much on FINRA, and maybe this could be a good strategy to put more pressure on the brokers. So what is also stated here is he believes the intention is to force the brokers to clear their short positions internally. So obviously maybe the brokers should then start to force the shorts to close, because obviously that is something they are obliged to do, but as of yet they have not done. And he also believes that we cannot beat FINRA right now. I'm not necessarily agreeing with him on that point. I think there is certainly a chance we can get some change. However, I do accept his opinion on that, and I do understand the reasons for that. FINRA are certainly powerful. FINRA are certainly so far winning the early rounds, if we would call this a boxing match, but they have not achieved a knockout, and I think there are more rounds and more obviously situations to come. He also believes that he has never felt better with regard to the Nextbridge assets, and he has full confidence in them. So people should also maybe, if obviously you make your own decisions, it's not financial advice, but obviously to test out your brokers, maybe somebody you could consider trying to move a small portion of them to AST, because obviously AST is, if let's say for example AST theoretically becomes full, and you have not moved your shares to AST, then we have officially then got a problem. So as far as I'm concerned, I believe that AST are not going to comment or confirm right now in terms of how many shares they have. However, if they are no longer accepting transfers, then that could be a signal to say they are full. So that is one of the key intentions. And the other key intention is also to obviously make a decision and force potentially the brokers to close their short positions. And finally, to finish off, I do understand reasons why William is doing that. However, everybody else makes their own choice. I know the vast majority of people are expecting it to trade again. I certainly don't think it's going to trade under MMTLP as previously stated. However, I think because the vast majority of shares are still with the brokers, so theoretically it is possible for it to trade again. However, it is a huge battle, and due to the huge cost that it could be for the hedge funds to close their positions, I think they will fight tooth and nail for that not to happen. There could be a situation where there is a compromise. I think at the moment many people are not really interested in a compromise. They want obviously the 2 days of trading, they want the shorts to close their positions, and I think that is one of the reasons why we are at stalemate. However, this situation with regard to AST, and again I do understand that and I accept the reasons for that, so you make your own decision, and certainly I'm not really advocating either opinion. And just to finish off, what I now like to do is share with you a copy of our weekly watch list from the previous week. These are some of the stocks that we called. SIEN, that was up in excess of 30% on the Friday, and also up 6% on the week. We called out Sophie, that was up 20% Monday to Wednesday, and also up 1.8% on the week, so great opportunity there to take profits. ORCL was another stock that we were watching, up 9.6% on the week. Adobe was also a stock that had tremendous earnings, up 6.8% on the week. BRZE, that was up 5.7% on the week. IoT up 5.8% Monday to Wednesday, then closed level on the week. SNOA, that was up 15% from Monday's dip to Wednesday, and then closed down 3% on the week. So not all calls are successful. DHC, that was up 20% Monday to Wednesday, so good opportunity then to take profits. Then obviously, as quite often happens, there was a sell-off, closing down 6.2% on the week. If you would like to get the next weekly watch list, which is just being made available right now, exclusive to the Discord, you can join us. Details are in the description below. And finally, remember, there is no trading in the American markets on Monday, so trading hopefully will resume Tuesday. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.